yarn over, out of the hole, yarn over, through 1, 2, yarn over, through both. Alright, so we've got our 3 here, and now again we're in the corner, so we need to make the new corner. So we are going to chain 2, so yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2, and then we've pivoted the piece, so now we're going to put another 3 in that same hole. So yarn over, through the hole, yarn over, out of the hole, yarn over, through 1, 2, yarn over, through both. So there's our first one. So now we're going to, again, yarn over, through the hole, yarn over, out of the hole, yarn over, through 1, 2, yarn over, through both. So there's our second. We need one more in this spot. So we're going to go yarn over, through the hole, yarn over, out of the hole, yarn over, through 1, 2, yarn over, through both. So that corner is done. Now again, because we're just on the second row, we're just going to be going from corner to corner. Once we get to the next row, we'll have some in between. It's the same process, you just don't do as many chains, but we'll get there in the next one. Okay, so we finished this corner. Now we got to move on to the next corner. So again, we're just going to carry over. We're just going to start, we're not going to chain anything, we're just going to do another double crochet into this loop. And you can kind of see over here, they're small right now, but it's naturally got a hole that'll be easier to see once you put your yarn through for the next row. So that's why I like to not chain on the in-between. The corners you need to chain, but on the sides you don't need to. Okay, so next double crochet. So we're going to go yarn over, we're going to go through the hole, yarn over, out of the hole, yarn over, through 1, 2, yarn over, through both. Okay, so that's our first one. Yarn over, through the hole, yarn over, out of the hole, yarn over, through 1, 2, yarn over, through both. So that's my second double crochet here. So we're going to do our third one. Yarn over, through the hole, yarn over, pull that out of the hole, yarn over, through 1, 2, yarn over, through both. Okay, so we got that part done. Now again, we're in the corner, so we need to chain 2, 1, 2, and then we're going to turn it and work another 3 double crochets in this corner. So you can go yarn over, through the hole, yarn over, out of the hole. So you've got 1, 2, 3 loops. So you're going to go yarn over, through the first 2, 1, 2, yarn over, through both. All right, so that's our first one. Now we're going to go for the second, yarn over, through the hole, yarn over, out of the hole, yarn over, through 1, 2, yarn over, through both. All right, that's the second one for this spot. So now we do our third, yarn over, through the hole, yarn over, out of the hole, yarn over, through 1, 2, yarn over, through both. Okay, so now we're going to work into this last corner, and then I'll teach you how to end the row when it's this style. So the first thing we're going to do is finish off this side. So we need to do another 3 double crochets in the corner. So yarn over into the next corner hole, through, yarn over, out of the hole, yarn over, through 1, 2, yarn over, through both, so there's 1. Now on the second one, yarn over, through the hole, yarn over, out of the hole, yarn over, through 1, 2, yarn over, through both, so that's 2. For the third one, yarn over, through the hole, yarn over, out of the hole, yarn over, through 1, 2, yarn over, through both. Okay, so we're still at the corner, so we need to chain 2, 1, 2, and then for here, because we have this spot where we started the row with a chain 2, we're only going to work 2 double crochets here because this is going to count as our third. So we're going to start, we go yarn over, through the hole, yarn over, out of the hole, yarn over, through 1, 2, yarn over, through both. So this is where you just pay attention because you've got kind of 3 holes here. Sometimes I have accidentally started going into this one, so if you do that, don't worry, just undo it and then like pull the yarn back out and then go to the hole. So you want to go through this one right here. So that's our first one. Now you got to do our second one. So yarn over, through the hole, yarn over, out of the hole, yarn over, through 1, 2, yarn over, through both. So that's the end of this row, but we need to finish it off. So we're going to do the same thing that we did at the end of the first row to the second. So right here where that chain comes and meets up with the first 3 double crochet, you'll go to the top, you can kind of see that hole there. So we're going to poke through that hole. So again, it's where the chain comes up and connects to the double crochets. So we're going to poke through that hole. We're going to yarn over. We're going to come through the hole, and we're just going to pull that loop through what we had on our hook. And that's the end of the second row. So as you can see, one of the things I like about with double crochet, especially granny squares, which is how I learned, that makes it easier, is it's really easy to see what row you're on, because this is the first row, and you've got those holes in the corner, and then this is your second row. So they're just bigger chunks, so it's easier to see what rows you're on. I think it keeps it simpler, and it's more just repetitive of the same thing, and there's more space to work with. So now I'll teach you the third row. So this is kind of the last time you'll learn something new. So the first one, we did these 4 sections in the circle. The second one, the second row, we added, but we were still only stitching in the corners. So for this third row, and then it'll be the same after the third row, is we're going to be stitching in the middle sections and the corners. So it's just adding that one next step, but it's no worries. I will teach you how to do it. Okay, so from here, we're going to start the third row. So we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and because we're here in the middle, and this kind of ended in the middle, or right around the middle, we're going to count this as our first double crochet for this hole. So you got 1, 2, so we're going to do a double crochet. So yarn over, through the hole, yarn over, out of the hole, yarn over, through 1, 2, yarn over, through both. So again, we're counting this one as our first double crochet. So really now we've got 2. So we're going to yarn over, through the hole, yarn over, out of the hole, yarn over, through 1, 2, yarn over, through both. So now, again, that first chain 2, because we started in the hole, like on the edge of the hole, we're counting it as a double crochet. If we had started on this side of the hole, like we will the next row, then you count it as a double crochet for the one previous. It'll make more sense as you kind of see it more, but you can always ask me if you have any questions. So we've got 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to move on. This was our middle section, so now we're going to move on to the corner. So just like we did before, we're going to go yarn over. We're just going to go right into that hole. Through the hole, yarn over, out of the hole, yarn over, through 1, 2, yarn over, through both. And then, so we've got our first one in the corner, so now we're going to do 2 more in this corner. So you've got our first one, yarn over, through the hole, yarn over, out of the hole, yarn over, through 1, 2, yarn over, through both. So we've got 1, 2, now we need a third one, yarn over, through the hole, yarn over, out of the hole, yarn over, through 1, 2, yarn over, through both. Alright, so again, we're still at the corner, so now that we've done this first part, and you can kind of pull it to the side if you need to, we need to make that corner again for the next row. So we're going to chain 2, so yarn over, through, that's 1, yarn over, through, that's 2. So now we're going to turn it, and we're going to work into that same hole again because we're at the corner. So we're going to do 3 more double crochet. So yarn over, through the hole, yarn over, out of the hole, yarn over, through 1, 2, yarn over through both. That's our first double crochet. Yarn over through the hole, yarn over out of the hole, yarn over through 1, 2, yarn over through both. There's our second double crochet. Now for the third, yarn over through the hole, yarn over out of the hole, yarn over through 1, 2, yarn over through both. So that's our third double crochet. So we're done that corner. So now, again, this is it's a little bit new, but don't be frightened. So we're on the third row, and then from now on, so this row and any rows after this, you're going to do the same thing. So once you've done the corner, you're just going to do some 3 double crochets in the next hole. So here on the third row, we've only got 1 hole in between the corners. Every row that you add after this will have more and more holes in the middle, but you treat it exactly the same. So we're going to do the same thing as we did in the corners, but we're only going to do 1 set of 3 double crochet in it, and we're not going to do the chain 2 for the corner. So what that looks like, right? We've got our middle hole right here. So we're just going to do the same thing. We're just going to do 3 double crochets. So yarn over through the big hole, yarn over, back through, yarn over through 1, 2, yarn over through both. So you're going to do 2 more in here. So we got yarn over through the hole, yarn over out of the hole, yarn over through 1, 2, yarn over through both. So that's our second. Now we need a third. Yarn over through the hole, yarn over out of the hole, yarn over through 1, 2, yarn over through both. So there we go. So now we've got our middle one. So now because we're on the third row, we're right back at a corner again for the next one. So we're just going to do our corners again. So we go 3 double crochet, then chain 2, then 3 double crochet. So we start yarn over through the hole, yarn over back out of the hole, yarn over through 1, 2, yarn over through both. So that's our first one. Yarn over through the hole, yarn over out of the hole, yarn over through 1, 2, yarn over through both. So that's our second. Yarn over through the hole, yarn over out of the hole, yarn over through 1, 2, yarn over through both. So that's our third. So we've got 1, 2, 3. Because we're at the corner, we're going to chain 2, yarn over through, that's 1, yarn over through, that's 2,